What's up, everybody? I'm the Bourbonist, and today we got something that I have been super hyped for. This is a bottle I saw on social media. Wasn't sure if I was going to get my hands on one, but as luck would have it, I was able to score a bottle. And today we're going to be reviewing the rare character Brook Hill Tenure. This rare character brand is something I'm seeing a lot of reviewers putting on their pages, saying they tried out, they really enjoyed. So I put the call out to a couple of my friends to keep an eye out. Literally the next day, my buddy was at a liquor store, saw one, and checked the price. Price was phenomenal, so I said grab it, and here we are today. So what this basically is Rare Character is bringing back Brook Hill, an older brand, and they're going to be releasing some old style bourbon. So let's see if old style is delicious. So now this is something that I have yet to do on the YouTube page, and I'm going to give it a shot, see how it goes. I took one little sip before this to set my palate, but I'm going to be cracking this and drinking it all at once. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Wow, they make you work for this one a little bit. There we go. All right. So, how's the pop? Ooh, the pop is always a good indication in my mind of delicious whiskey. So, like I said, I have not had this. You guys watch me crack it. So, if my notes are horrible, that is why. Now, let's give it a healthy pour. There we go. On the nose. So, I'm getting a lot of traditional notes. Caramel, vanillas, a little bit of oak in there. And I'm sensing some type of like red fruit note. Maybe like cherry. So now I'm getting a ton of brown sugar, and what is that? Tobacco. Tons of brown sugar, tobacco, a little bit of cherry note in there, and then your traditional notes on the palate. Hazelnut comes through. It's kind of floral on the palate, actually. It's um, some cinnamon coming through there, some of that like seasoned oak, pepper, and as it goes down, it's just a nice warming sensation. You don't want the whiskey to come back up on you. We call that dragon's breath. And you want the Kentucky hug to be gentle and to ease you into it. If it goes down and you just get hot, burn up right here, that's not really going to encourage you to take another sip. So for me, finish is everything because finish tells you if you want another sip or not. And finish is going to be what determines if you have half a glass, 1 glass, 2 glass, 10 glass. Okay, so I've called out a few different notes, kind of going all over the place. Like I said, this is the first time I have tried this bottle. I'm trying to nail down exactly what it tastes like to me. So, A, absolutely tons of oak, a little bit of hazelnut in there, cinnamon, tons of cinnamon. Cinnamon's a big turnoff for me because I don't like cinnamon anything. But generally, whenever you get cinnamon in whiskey, to me, you get artificially tasting cinnamon. I think what's happening here is the flavors are so robust that you're getting them on the front of your palate, you get it on the back of your palate, and then as it goes down, new things are getting introduced. Generally the finish is what the last sense you get is the whiskey going away, but as you taste this on your tongue, you start to swallow, you're like re-invited to the tasting of this whiskey. You are brand new again, trying it for the second time in one sip. So, first time cracking a bottle and reviewing it right here on YouTube. And I gotta say, it was a little more challenging than I expected it to be. This whiskey is very complex. It's got a lot of things going on, a lot of good things going on. So, to nail them down in order is definitely difficult. But I think it's good for anybody reviewing whiskey to sometimes put it out there that, hey, look, any typical reviewer, you're going to have to drink it a couple times. You're going to have to get into the bottle a couple times. This bottle is definitely one that I think needs to possibly sit for a minute. Not long. Pour you a glass, let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes, open up a little bit, and then jump into it. I think these expressions are going to be a lot more vibrant, and you're going to be able to get them a little bit easier. But with that being said, this bottle's out of this world. If you can find this bottle anywhere near MSRP, I would strongly recommend. All right, everybody. I'm the Bourbonist. I appreciate you guys joining in. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'm trying to do more reviews, trying to do more releases. Now that it's allocation season, I'm getting a lot of really good bottles in. I've got a lot of really good friends out there that are sending me some samples, having me get into some stuff and see what I think. So at the end of the year, I'm going to be doing a tasting, and it's going to be my top 10 whiskeys of the year. Right now, I've got about 30 releases that I want to get into. I'm hoping to get a couple more in by the end of the year. And it could be anything. It could be a whiskey, it could be a bourbon, it could be an American light whiskey, it could be anything. So single barrels are not off the table for me. If it's a delicious whiskey, I want to try it. But like I said, like, subscribe, hit that follow button. I appreciate you guys very much.